Good morning, everybody. Starting the podcast off bright and early today.
James called Tim Duncan a pussy.
I did not.
That did happen.
OTP.
I was here. It did happen.
OTP.
And today I'm wearing my favorite player's jersey, Tim Duncan, one-time MVP, two-time Finals MVP, five-time champion, one-time screwed by Ray Allen. So
One time screwed.
And Rookie of the Year, of course.
Is he the only person with that stat? The one time screwed by Ray Allen?
No, a lot of people have been screwed by Ray Allen.
Two-time MVP.
Two-time MVP. Wow, even better than we could even have imagined.
Shit.
And Spurs all-time leading scorer.
Of course. Well, I feel like that goes without saying. He's the best Spur of all time. But
Tim Duncan.
Tim Duncan, so unappreciated.
Chris, are you gonna start us off with the? Are you gonna start us off with the classic
What are you mad
favorite
about today?
segment?
Today I'm mad Tim Duncan retired.
Ooh, switching it
He
up.
should still be playing. I want to see him play still.
How old is he?
He's in his 40s.
Give me a number.
He could be like Vince Carter.
Let's see if you
I
get
think he's
it.
like 42 or 43.
42.
I think he just
We
turned
looked
43.
it up before. I think it's 43, if I'm remembering correctly.
Pretty sure he's 43.
Final guess. 43.
Pog, 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 pog.
Oh,
I listened to that podcast where he talked about soup the other day.
yeah.
And I still cracked up when I said beef soup. It's just ground beef and water. And you guys all like yelled at me.
You know what I'm
It
mad
was
about
so
today?
funny.
I remember when I interviewed you guys for that video production thing. Well, we edited it this morning, and it had to be 2 to 3 minute segments, and we had a few more interviews, and ours came up to 4 minutes. But it's really funny, like the whole interview with all the students that we did.
Did you put me eating the microphone?
No, I didn't, because she would got mad, but I wanted to. But I edited it all together, and it was really funny, the sequence of you guys, and then the interview with the Caputos, and then we interviewed one of the girls. She was like, it was really funny, all of it together, and then it was too long. So she's like, I guess we'll have the class decide whether they want to put it in or not. And I was like, of course they're going to want to put it in.
Yeah,
It's
of
so
course
funny.
they are.
You
It's
guys
hilarious.
going off at each other is
What did
so
we say? I forget what the questions
Well,
are. Oh, about
you
the
said
stupid
something like,
bowl
imagine
thing.
a little frog like this, and then Chris goes, when have you ever seen a frog this big? And then there's one part where it's a little bit of silence, and you're just looking at Chris like, really? What are you talking about? When Chris started going on about bone structure and stuff,
Yeah.
it was so funny.
Chris, you're still in some bullshit about that, bro. The giant frog would win. No, easily.
Yeah.
Easily.
I don't remember what I picked.
It was, you picked 100 tiny cows.
Yeah.
But you guys were talking about
You're a
shanking them with the
dumbass.
horns and stuff, and
Well, 100 frog-sized cows could be a plethora of different sized frogs.
They would still be way
Cows.
littler than the one enormous
It'd
frog.
be one giant bull cow, and it just be like, oh, and it just kill that motherfucking frog.
I'm doing the face again, Chris. Because
it was also really funny whenever I asked a question, you'd be like, "Oh yeah, I would just have our private butler make me a meal." I was like, "Oh my god, I'm actually a YouTube star." It was really funny.
His middle name is Theodore. Wow, he's a pussy.
But anyway, that's what I'm mad about today. That video was too long because it was really good and really funny. What about you, Chris?
Good.
I'm mad that Vans are so expensive.
Wow.
You know that's valid because they're only $60, but $60 that's a lot for a person.
Shoes are expensive. Clothes are too expensive as a whole.
Well, they're 60. These are 65, right?
60.
Maybe the high tops are 65.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a famous
Slip-ons are
YouTuber.
50.
I'm a famous YouTuber, so, money's not really a thing to me. But I'm sure for someone like you guys, it is pretty expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Kevin?
mean, what's expensive to me? Like a $100,000 Bentley. But I mean, yeah. I'm sure it's out of your price range.
No, but as far as shoes go, Vans are on the cheaper side, but
They really are, but they're still expensive.
Yeah,
It's
you
weird.
can get sneakers are $100, but Vans $60, it's not bad, but they're still pretty expensive.
Yeah, so the preseason's going pretty well so far.
Yeah.
It's just interesting how the preseason goes one way, and then usually the NBA season goes the complete opposite way.
How long is an NBA preseason? Is it 10 games?
Yeah,
or
it's a
4
few
games?
games. It's not too many.
2 home, 2 away. Unless you play in China, and that's some bullshit, but I don't.
Yeah, China's tweaking right now. I just want to go on record and
Aren't
say,
there a bunch of games happening over there?
yeah,
Well, we don't know if they're going to happen.
yeah. Well, that's the thing, because the Rockets general manager went out and he was like, "Free Hong Kong," and then China was like, "Did you just say free Hong Kong? We're not having any NBA games here anymore." And then they freaked out and they canceled all the live streams and
Yeah,
Oh,
TV
because there's that
showing.
whole civil thing
Like,
yeah,
going on right
and
now.
Because why would you want to have free speech in China? That's stupid Rockets GM for thinking that's okay.
Yeah.
And then people were freaking out at the NBA because the NBA wasn't taking a stance against China. It's like, shocker, the business isn't taking a political stance
Mm.
because it wants to make money.
Yeah, I know. $1 billion partner, and they're not going to
Yeah.
side against
Oh my
them.
gosh, shocker! They're not going to just burn all bridges with this, like you said, $1 million partner that makes them a lot of revenue.
Yeah, like all the coaches are like not commenting anything about it. Like Steve Kerr is like, was he like, oh well.
Well,
you know.
Steve Kerr, I felt like had a pretty reasonable response. He was like, "I don't know enough about it to make an educated statement," and that's valid. That's a valid point. When someone says that, they're not just going to bullshit.
Even if I did know, I wouldn't say anything about it.
I feel like if I know
Especially in
enough
that
about China,
situation. I mean,
Yeah.
you can't just.
Like
Get
there's
serious
like the
backfire from
Lakers
that.
and Nets are supposed to play over there, and they're like players aren't leaving their hotels. Like they're
Mm.
afraid to go outside.
they should be.
Really?
China is a very bad place.
Like,
Wait,
Kyrie's
who's,
over there right
who's,
now.
Wait, which GM was it?
The Rockets GM Daryl Morey.
Oh, so why are the Lakers scared? The Lakers didn't do anything wrong.
'Cause-
with
Because
because-
there's
GM,
NBA
right?
players. It's NBA
Yeah,
players.
it's
so
all
it doesn't
NBA
matter.
players.
So they just all
And then
hate
the
him now?
Chinese sneaker brand Anta has cut all ties with all NBA players. So guys there's a
Jesus.
couple guys. Klay Thompson's the biggest one I think is signed by
Klay
them.
Thompson, Gordon Hayward, and
Yeah.
Rajon Rondo.
And so-
So this guy really fucked up a lot of stuff.
But he wasn't wrong. Hong Kong
Yeah.
should be a free country. I mean, that's not really a discussion. I think it's fit for the podcast.
Oh
but still.
well, they did play. I just got the alert that the Nets.
But it
won.
wasn't.
I'm sure it was higher
Broadcasted,
security
right?
than what
I'm
they.
not sure.
Because I'm pretty sure.
Someone. I was watching a video and someone was like, "LeBron James is sitting in his apartment or his hotel room right now, scared in China." And someone was like, "You really think he spent the whole week over there?" It's like, no, he's gonna fly out like 10 hours
Yeah.
before the game, and that's when he's get there. He's not gonna spend the whole week in China.
Well, I mean, he probably spends like a day before in China just to get accustomed to the time zone change.
I feel like with that, you either have to fly over early to get accustomed to the time zone change, or fly over and land
Oh, yeah.
like
They
2
were-
hours before game time, and then you know what I mean.
They were
that
Oh,
way
but you would
it's
be
30 minutes.
exhausted during the game. Have you ever experienced jet lag, dude?
Yeah, but
Jet lag
like
is no joke.
They were also ripping down.
depends where he's coming from.
They're ripping down the billboards of like the.
Jesus, so
Yeah.
this is like a big uprising.
Yeah, China's pissed. China's messed up though. I mean, they got like the.
Chinese. Is it the Chinese citizens that are
Like,
actually mad?
they
or is
rip-
it
It's the
like,
government and then some of the citizens. But if
so
you're,
it's more like the government telling the people they should be mad at the NBA.
yeah, I mean, a lot of those people over there are brainwashed because China really is like a
Yeah.
communist, fucked up country. It's messed up what they do over there. They got like legit Holocaust going on right now.
Yeah.
China, they got like
With the
like,
Hong Kong
re-educate.
situation, yeah.
No, not even just that. It's just like the re-education camps and like all kinds of messed up stuff.
Yeah.
So I mean, considering how China's like legit rounding up people and just like making them disappear, I don't really blame LeBron James for not coming out and being like "fuck China" and then going there 2 days later. You know, I feel like that's pretty reasonable of him.
That's a sticky situation.
Yeah, if it were up to me, just nuke him. Just
What-
wipe the whole.
What's
Slate clean.
the situation with the GM that made the original comment? Is the NBA like punishing him for ruining
They
everything?
haven't said anything yet.
I don't think he's gonna get. I think they're just gonna be like, "Hey, you don't."
Because
do
they don't
that."
want to like side with China.
Yeah, they don't want to side with him or side against him, or
But they could lose a lot of money,
Yeah.
they are losing a lot of money.
but like a lot more.
Yes, Chris.
I'm sure he's gonna lose a lot of money because even his like private business partners are all gonna be like, "What the fuck, dude?"
It's just
Like,
unfortunate.
you know what I mean?
Like I heard it's like fire him, have him fake his own death, side with him.
Yeah.
Have him fake his own death.
That's a sticky situation.
I don't
for
think the NBA would have him fake his own death.
And China's like, oh, he's dead.
I think the NBA is probably just gonna push him to the side for
Yeah.
a while. And just
It's
not
gonna be
comment on
a
him.
slap on the wrist, and then they'll be
Yeah.
like, "Don't do that again."
And Rockets legend Yao Ming is quite upset.
Yeah, the Rockets.
Really?
The thing is, the team he's the GM for, the Rockets have like the best. They have the strongest ties with China. That's the
Literally,
team.
They have a Chinese jersey.
Yeah, they have a
have a
jersey that
jersey
says
in
Rockets in
Chinese.
Chinese. Yeah, and they've got like Chinese New Year jerseys and stuff like that. Like China's a huge thing for that team. So
for him to say that. is
yeah,
pretty
like
intense.
if it were like the GM of the Hornets or like the Celtics, it would have been a little different. But for the Rockets to come out and say
But
that,
again, it's not like he came
How
out and was
does,
like,
um,
oh, fuck China. And he
Yeah.
he tweeted like,
but
justice
Hong Kong
for
is
Hong
just
Kong.
it's just like such a sensitive topic.
How do the stars of the Rocket, like James Harden, how does he feel about the whole thing? Has he commented, or
I don't
just
think
staying
he
out of
said
it?
a goddamn word about it.
That's what he tweeted. He tweeted, fight for freedom, stand with Hong Kong.
I mean,
That's
he's a chunky monkey.
He doesn't
What do
look
you-
like a serious basketball guy.
I mean, that's how most GMs look.
That's too bad.
One time at Agway, I ate birdseed.
why.
Because we have these things called suet cakes, and it's like a dessert kind of for a bird, and it has like a certain taste, and it smelled really good. And I'd always wanted to eat one, and this was like my third week, and it ripped open, so we weren't gonna sell it, and I was like, to my coworker. I'm like, dude, should I eat this? And he was like, yeah, go for it. And it was like cranberry smelling. So I was like, oh, it's going to taste like cranberry. I eat it. And he was like, tasted like eating barf, bro. It's the grossest thing in the world. It was so nasty. And I swallowed it because like, I wasn't going to spit it out in the middle of the store. But it was so beat. Then my assistant manager came up and she was like, are you guys eating birdseed?
Why does this birdseed have a bite
like,
taken out
no,
of it?
she's like, are you guys eating birdseed? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, why are you opening birdseed just to eat it? I was like, no. It's already open, so it's okay. We weren't going to sell it.
Jesus.
And then she's like, you are one messed up dude. And it was so funny. And then she left a couple months later. So like,
How long have you been there?
just over a year. A year and almost a month now. No, a year and a month now. I thought it was still September.
Forgot I was. Oh, we have dog treats at work, and people think it's funny to be like, I thought you eat a dog treat. And I'm like, fuck. No.
Have you guys ever eaten a dog treat? I put one in my mouth one time, like
I
second
ate
grade. It
cat
was
food
so bad.
once.
Really?
Like cat treats, a little soft cat.
I thought you were about to say like wet cat food.
I know.
No,
Peter
no, wet
Crossman.
cat food, no.
He's like Popeye. Just open up the cans. I've always wanted to try those, but I know they would taste terrible because they're not like real bacon. Grass, like in your lawn?
Kevin's the type of guy to like make like a soup. Thanks. Make like
Ground beef soup?
a soup like outside with like grass and like water from a lake and throw mud in it and be like, chicken soup, and eat it.
I used to have mushrooms in my yard. I used to like chop them up and like eat them.
Oh, my
Maybe
dad
that's why
actually
you're so messed up.
my dad actually like grew like like the mushrooms you buy in the store. He actually grew some.
Anyone been watching play baseball? Let me tell you, there was a big.
Didn't the Cardinals just have a big win?
The Cardinals spanked the Braves
Yeah.
yesterday. 10 innings,
I saw their-
10-run first inning.
Was it their GM or their
Beat
head
'em
coach
13-3.
that made a great speech afterwards?
Coach.
Yeah. He
Said,
gave like
no
a
one
killer
fucks with
post-game
us
speech.
ever.
Yeah.
And then the Dodgers just
They
absolutely
lose next game.
absolutely choked.
Really?
They were up 3-0. Clayton Kershaw comes into the game. Home run.
Uh-oh.
Stinky.
Wait, did he come in? Clayton Kershaw, he's a pitcher, right?
Yeah, reliever. But he's normally a starter, came in as a reliever. Common thing in play of baseball. Next batter.
Yeah, but like, so
Home-
he's the one who gave up the home run?
Yeah.
Oh.
Next batter. Home run. 3-2. Clayton Kershaw gets pulled. Only gets through 1/3 of an inning. Someone else comes up. Don't know who's pitching. Home run. Tie game.
Wait, so what's
Don't know how he
the
scored. How do you
They
home
got
run?
3 home runs
what's
in
the
a
score in
row?
the series now?
No. They won the series because of this. Game goes to extra. Top of the 10th. Bases loaded. Nationals. Grand slam. Go up 7-3.
No way.
That's how it ends.
Jesus.
Hate to
Poor
see
Dodgers.
it. Hate to see it. Wait, so the Dodgers lost 4-0 in the series?
No, they lost 3-2. Best of 5 for the first round, then 4-7, 4-7.
Interesting.
Huh.
And
So
Has it
where are the
always
Red
been like
Sox in the
that?
playoffs this year?
Oh, James, shut up.
Oh wait, that's too bad.
Where are the Reds? Did the Yankees end up making it? Weren't they ahead of us for most of the season?
Fuck the Yankees, bro. The Twins are fucking trash.
When
They
did
didn't beat
if
them?
the Yankees win this World Series and they go through like the
Wait, so the Yankees
the
beat
Twins, the Rays, and the Cardinals, it's a fake World Series.
yo we should if the Yankees win, we should go to the parade.
Absolutely not.
The Yankees parade?
We should go to the Yankees parade wearing Red Sox.
No, I don't
would
want to
go
get
to the-
stabbed.
I would
but-
go to the Yankees parade, but I wouldn't wear Yankees. I just wear like.
I would just wear
Rangers.
black. Like I would.
I would wear my movie.
I would go to the Yankees parade.
I'd go to the Yankees. I think that'd be sick.
Drive down to New York.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Have fun. Wouldn't set my dirty butthole anywhere near a Yankees player.
You guys make me sick. Wait, when did the NHL playoffs start?
Oh, the regular season hasn't even started yet.
Yeah, they.
Oh, for
they
real?
like sprint.
Actually, this
June.
just started. Regular season just
Stanley
started.
Cup's like April, June, right?
Oh, geez, I didn't know
It's
that.
like really late.
June.
Oh, that's right. Cause yeah. Okay.
Last year we were getting
somehow
out of
it
school.
starts. The regular season starts a month before, but they end at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, one season's just a little bit longer. That's all. You just muted
They're
yourself.
both. I did.
Oh.
They're both 82 games, so
Oh, really?
yeah.
Is
probably
hockey
just
like
spaced
more
out more.
spread out?
Clearly.
That's goofy.
Yeah, I guess.
That's silly, goofy fun.
Oh boy. Well, I mean, I could see how it's more spread out because like those guys go through a lot more than baseball players do, as far as physical wear on the body throughout the season.
I really like how all baseball players are Dominican.
I was just bringing up a fun
Yeah, we
fact.
talked about
You
this
guys
yesterday.
had
Actually, I was talking about this with not this Chris, different Chris.
I was just saying that they start earlier and end the same time. Oh, that's so good.
What does that even mean, Chris? That wasn't even words. Jesus Christ. I don't even know what sentence you were making fun of me for. Chris, you don't have to get so butthurt, bro. Dude, the other day at work, this guy.
He said butthurt.
Work.
We have this product called an alfalfa pellet, and fucking one of my coworkers always calls it down. He's like, one alfalfa pellet. It makes me so pissed off every time he calls it an alfalfa pellet. And it's not spelled alfalfa. And so every time me and my other coworkers, whenever he goes, one alfalfa pellet, please, we all make fun of him for it. We'll roast him. We're like, you gonna get the alfalfa pellet, Nick? And he's like, yeah, James. It's so funny. We hate that kid. He's so fucking annoying.
I only make fun of people if they say caramel wrong. They say caramel.
Yeah, I used to correct people on that too.
That is not right. It is not caramel.
That was my squeaky chair impression.
Is there a
Just wanna
squeaky
hear-
chair in here?
Is there a thing in here from Star Wars?
Oh my gosh, is there a TIE fighter? Meow!
That's the new
Oh
intro
my
to
gosh,
the podcast.
Is Darth Vader in here?
Welcome back to the podcast today. Guys, I think there's a TIE fighter in the room.
I am your father.
No! That was Luke. No!
Can you do your TIE fighter noise? This is the new intro. Ready?
Meow!
Welcome back to the podcast, everybody. Oh, that's great.
Oh my gosh, is there
How do you even do that?
is there a Star Wars laser blaster in here? Mew 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 mew. That wasn't even a laser blaster. It's more like pew pew. That's more the laser.
No, I can't.
I was never big into Star
Oh my gosh,
Wars.
is there
I'd never watched any or read any.
is there a
Star Wars.
droid from the prequels in here? Roger, Roger.
Jesus Christ.
James, there's a Chewbacca in here.
Oh, I can't do Chewbacca. I was gonna try, but
R2D2 in here.
meep moop, meep moop.
Tim Duncan in here.
Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Tim Duncan. 2 times NBA MVP, 2 time Finals MVP, 5-time champion, 1 time screwed by Ray Allen,
That was
1 time
like,
Rookie of the Year.
More like, hey, it's Tim Duncan.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like he
Tim
definitely
Duncan.
talks like that.
I got salt and pepper.
He does not have a voice that fits like his like you'd expect a guy with such a huge body to have like a deep voice.
You
but it's
expect a
just
guy
not
that looks
very-
like such a Neanderthal to have a Neanderthal voice?
No, like Joel Embiid has like a super deep voice.
Who's from Africa?
I love to eat cheeseburgers before the game.
I feel like Joel Embiid has said that before.
He does, because he sits on the trainer's table watching Naruto eating his cheeseburger. It's a true thing. It's a real
Joel Embiid, if he was any less tall, he would not be in the NBA.
Oh, no.
if he was like 6'9", bro, he would not be in the NBA. He would just be some fat lard in Africa.
with terrible feet.
Yeah, and his feet would hurt all the time.
Do you think Taco Fall's feet hurt?
Yeah.
I bet his everything hurts, bro. Being that tall,
Think his dick hurts?
All right.
Anus? Just
my
massive.
dick, my
just
dick fell off.
Just massive poops coming out of his body. You think it hurts?
Bro, I took a huge stinky yesterday.
Stinky.
Stinky.
Oh.
It looked
When
like
you said stinky, I thought you meant accident.
no. No, I did not shit myself.
Well, I mean,
I'm at work and I'm
one
like,
of
hey,
my
you
one of
never
my
know.
friends did it twice in the past 2 weeks.
I'm
so-
at work and I bend over to pick up some dirt. I'm just like,
Who?
oh.
Who shit themselves twice in the last 2 weeks?
If you know, you know.
Was it Speeve?
It was not Steve.
I really wanted it to be.
I really also wanted it to be Steve, but it was not. No.
Imagine if it was Speeve, bro. That would have been so funny. Remember last year, he told that story about how he sunk
Something
the
he did.
kayak? It was something he do. Remember how he sunk the kayak in his pool with the weights? I still don't know what he was trying to accomplish with that.
Oh, Kyle.
I think you mean Speeve.
Steve.
God, that kid is so dumb.
You guys have one more meet this week, right? Before States? No?
Yo, who's coming to the girls' field hockey game with me?
I
this
was golfing
Saturday?
yesterday with your finger.
I actually didn't play terrible. I shot a 40.
That's
Pog,
not bad.
Pog.
I was
Pog.
okay with that.
That's Pog.
Did we talk about your finger on the podcast, or was that after?
No, that was after.
We didn't.
We didn't-
podcast
Oh, we were in
about
the
that.
writing center. Oh, that's right. So Chris, actually,
It still looks pretty bad. but
pretty
it doesn't hurt.
Chris got in a
serious injury
fist
to his
fight,
finger
actually. He
with
was
a basketball.
yeah. So these Chris was just walking with the golf team, right? And then these 3 like 6'8" dudes who are like super jacked come out and they're like, "Give us your money and wallets and your phones." And Chris is like, "Not on my watch," and he beats them all up, but he hurt his finger, so it's a little swollen. But that's the story how it happened.
Yeah.
Probably the most important finger I need to. So.
Yeah.
It's the wrap
Yeah.
finger.
It's my
Wrap with the
interlocking
pinky.
finger.
Anyway, Chris did some pretty serious damage to his finger, so he didn't know if he was going to be able to golf at the same level he was golfing before. But it turns out it's going to be okay for states. Well, somewhat okay for states.
Yeah, no, I can practice today, so I'll be fine. What time did you get to your car yesterday?
You guys,
right after
you
school?
were in Cam's car when I was pulling.
We
out of
drove
my car.
past you?
Yeah.
Did you hear who we were listening to?
No.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Who are you listening to?
Big Time Rush.
Oh my god.
I had Cam's glasses on.
Well, I saw you bopping
Dude.
in the passenger seat, and then I didn't see Nick in the back seat. But the day
was.
before, I saw Nick sticking out of the sunroof.
Dude, no lie.
Cam doesn't have
Last
his
year,
license, so I couldn't do that yesterday.
no lie. Last year, I was like actually bumping Big Time Rush for like Boyfriend, and
It was halfway there. We were listening to halfway there. Just because like it was better to sing. Go
I don't
ahead.
know that one, dude.
We're halfway there.
That's Bon Jovi.
We're looking back now. Never thought
Oh,
that I'd
yeah, I don't know that
ever
one.
say. Bon Jovi's halfway there is.
Does Cam
Whoa.
cover campus?
Well,
When he leaves the senior lot, where does he go? Does he go up to the Chevy dealership, or does he go down
it depends
to
on
the
which way they
circle?
send them.
Yeah, because that's the most
Those are
bullshit
hard.
thing. They send you a certain way.
Yeah.
So
Let me
lame.
tell you, I had to run to
Is
his
that
car
why
yesterday.
sometimes he gets there down there faster?
I had to run there yesterday. My legs actually didn't hurt. That was the first time I ran in a while that my legs didn't hurt.
Pog.
Big pog.
My knee still hurts from the other week.
Normally when I run, my thighs just like deteriorate. But yesterday I was fine.
You gotta start
Except I was
running
out
more,
of breath.
Chris.
Except I was out of breath because I'm out of shape. We all were. It was
Yeah,
fucking
I-
terrible.
We were talking about this
I
yesterday
got
at
in his
lunch.
car and I was like,
Do you guys gain weight in the winter?
oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I do too, and I'm probably gonna gain a lot of weight this
Because I sat on my
winter
couch and
'cause-
just.
Yeah, I put my-
I
I put
think I'm
my,
gonna start working out so I turn it into muscle rather than just being a lard and then working it off in the spring.
Yeah. I put my nuts in a waffle iron the other day.
Jesus. I was trying to have a serious conversation about life.
No, but I do gain weight in the winter. That is something I noticed. But then like it all just burns off in the summer.
Sophomore year, I think I gained a solid 20 pounds. It was like I was chubby. Sophomore
We're all gonna get
Dude.
fat freshman year of college. It's a true thing.
Yeah.
No,
Get fat.
I'm working so hard to not.
No, I'm planning on gaining a lot of weight this winter, but I
Start
want to turn it all
guzzling
into
beers,
muscle.
James. You're gonna get pretty big.
I would never drink before 21, Chris.
Yeah, are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's
Just like
illegal. That's a crime.
Just like I would never hold hands before marriage.
oh my god,
I heard people do that.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
I wish she saw.
I wish she saw that too. Oh, she was standing up too. God damn it.
And she's like, "Did he throw up in the trash can?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I found out that people hold hands before marriage." Meow. Wait, guys, did you hear that?
Is Tim Duncan in here?
Tim Duncan?
There's a pussy in the room. I think it's Tim Duncan. Oh shit.
No, it's Carl Malone. Oh man,
it's Ray Allen.
I thought you hated to talk about him.
I just hate everything about Carl Malone. So any chance I get to diss him,
Who do you hate more, Karl Malone or Ray Allen?
Carl Malone, no doubt.
So then, in turn, do you also hate
O.J. Simpson, yes.
R. Kelly?
Yeah, he's messed up, dude.
It's true.
He's a scuffed human being.
Keenan Allen's recreation of his interview on Saturday Night Live is very funny. Recommend it.
Oh, that interview where he like tweaked for like 15 minutes.
Oh man, y'all kidding me, man! I can't believe y'all doing this to me, man. What he sounded like, 'cause he was
That is
fucking
what
the fuck up.
that is what he sounded like. Imagine getting an interview like that. Like that's interview gold. And like when it turns into a meme,
I
bro.
know she's like, R. Kelly, Robert, please sit down.
Robert.
Please settle down. He's like, no, man, y'all crazy, man. The system against me, man.
So funny. It's true. Classic interview. What's your favorite like dumbass interview quote of all time?
The Marshawn Lynch one.
But Key and Peele did it, and they said, biscuits and gravy.
Yeah.
Biscuits and gravy.
He just walks up, he has sunglasses on, and he goes, biscuits and gravy. Because he's like, it's like Richard Sherman and him. He's like, you got anything to say about that, Marshall? He goes, yeah, biscuits and gravy. And he does like 5 times.
Either the Marshawn Lynch one or every time that Bill Belichick says, we're on to Houston or we're on to
Yeah.
Seattle.
We're on to Cincinnati.
Like when they were like, "Oh, why'd you guys cut Antonio Brown?" He's like, "Oh, we're focused on New York this week."
Yeah. And it's never
But he always
like post game interviews, he always talks about that game, but anything after that, it's always next
But
week.
he always like,
Always next
he's
week.
always a dick about it. He always like Cincinnati.
Yeah.
He's an asshole.
Yeah.
Bill Belichick's an asshole.
He's such a great guy though. I love him.
He's
He's
like,
so awesome.
My favorite is
like when he stared down that reporter about the Antonio Brown thing and he walked away, he's like,
Yeah.
I know he really did like stare her down as he walked
like,
away.
damn,
It
bro,
was
it's not-
so.
I can't believe
like this is just a woman doing her job.
on the Patriot fan base in
Yeah,
Washington.
He's like, yeah, it was crazy.
Because that's
Good
all the
support.
reporters wanted to talk about was how many Patriots fans there were, and he actually
support.
commented on it. He was like, "Yeah, it was pretty good that we had a lot of sport there." Like that was the first time he's ever commented on anything like the social aspect of football. It's pretty cool.
We had good support.
I'm sure that would be cool.
But
I'm sure that would be
we're
cool
on
to
the-
see
we're
like
on the
that.
Giants.
Yeah.
But my favorite is definitely Allen Iverson. We talking about practice.
That was
So
that was on
funny.
in the clubhouse yesterday. We walked in. He's, man, we played this great game. We here talking about practice, man.
Who did so I could put that on?
No, it was actually the guy in the clubhouse. He had it on Felger and Maz, and they were listening to it.
They were just listening to the audio of it.
They're like someone called about it, and they had to do something for it. I don't know.
That's funny.
Hmm.
It's just such a great interview because he just goes off for like 5 whole minutes. He's just like, "We talking about practice, not a game,
Or
not
that,
a game where I pull my heart out.
I love to play. We talking about
We talking about
practice.
practice."
You know what's another good one is the Kirk Cousins one where he wasn't actually in the interview, but he was like walking through the
You
interview
love
room.
that.
Yeah.
You love that.
When he starts yelling because he's all hyped. That's a pretty good one.
Kirk Cousins, what a bum.
There's a lot of good like interviews out there.
So funny. I like the one where someone asked Russell Westbrook a question. He just goes, "Man, what the fuck?" And then he just like,
He goes,
he's like,
man,
"Man."
I'm out here.
He's like, "I'm done," and then he just like turns away and like doesn't answer any more questions. So funny. Imagine if they like encourage guys to like talk like that to reporters. Like reporters would be really mad about it, but oh my god, it'd be so
It'd
funny.
be so funny.
Like every time a reporter asked a dumbass question, they were just like, "Dumbass."
What do you mean?
No, he actually got up and said, man, this tripping before he left. Okay.
Chris, you said the word, bro.
Just use my beep. Beep. Use that one.
Use that one.
Use that. Use that.
Oh god.
This. Tripping.
Well, I think we had a pretty good podcast today.
Yeah, there's only a few
Yeah.
things I got to edit out.
Couldn't be me. Just kidding. I am circumcised. Like,
God.
I feel bad, but I'm gonna circumcise my kid because, like,
How do you feel bad about that?
Because, like, because it sucks. Like, I'm mad at my parents for doing it, but I understand because, like, I'm not gonna
What?
clean. I'm not gonna clean my baby's dick.
So then how are you mad about it?
Because I want it. I want it back.
All right, that's it for today. Thank you for listening. Toodles.